I'm having one of those like really slow Sundays. I went out last night, had a blast, okay? Fixed the lighting, but I went out last night, had a blast, and now I'm sitting here eating my Shake Shack because, I was hungry and I didn't want to wait for groceries. I was like, it's in the budget because I'm also on a financial journey right now. And I'm trying not to, no, I'm actively making sure that I'm not in a lack mentality and more so of an abundance mindset. So, me going out last night was a big step in not having a lack mentality. Don't get me wrong. I went out the week before as well, and the week before that. But those were planned events. I'm talking sporadic, last minute decisions. Am I going to be in the house sad, miserable, FOMO, or am I going to go outside and have fun? And I don't have to spend money. I don't have to do all the normal party things that I usually do. I can just go hang out with my friends and whatever happens, happens. Oh gosh, my hair is giving Cat Williams right now. But I went out last night. I made the decision. I trusted the process. I trusted myself. I trusted the abundance. I trusted God first and foremost. And now Sunday, I've just been kind of maxing and relaxing all day. Barely eating because I need groceries so bad. And I know that's kind of contradictory in terms of being on a financial journey. And here I go ordering Grubhub, Shake Shack from Grubhub. But just trust the process. It makes sense to me and my budget and where I'm at today. And the time, it's kind of late. It's dark. I just know it's dark. It could be 4 p.m. or it could be 11 p.m. I don't know. I really don't know. And I can't see it on my phone right now. What I'm getting at is this whole weekend was just no plans, just vibes. I still got my workout in. I saw my friends. I had a blast. I made new friends. I watched the WNBA draft lottery today. I went live, so I did live stream today. That was so much fun because I got to reconnect with my online homies. I've been on the internet since I was, I don't know, very young. I've been on the internet since like the third grade. Even at my big age of 40, I had an online pen pal when we were younger. My aunt introduced my Auntie Lily. I call her Lily. I called her Lily when she was alive. But she is my auntie, so for context sake, I'll introduce her as Auntie Lily. She introduced me to emails, the internet. She was the first person I knew with a computer. So I've been on the internet. So me having internet friends is not a new thing. But the fact that I have internet friends related to a specific niche is kind of wild at my big age of 40 because one of my prayers or intentions this year was to be more social, be more active in terms of going out, hence me going out last night. Not just staying in my bubble, not just staying at home, either wallowing or being sad because I don't have enough money, or even just being lazy, poor planning. But today I did go live and I'm building a community of women's basketball lovers, and we just have a good time talking about basketball, and it's great, and I think that was a part of my life that I've been missing, is a group of people that understand my language when it comes to basketball, particularly professional women's basketball. And it's I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. That is an autographed Lisa Leslie jersey on the side of my wall that I recently hung this year. It's just been in my closet collecting dust, and I realized, it's time to let this part of my life shine, and let's just see what happens, because the Valkyries are coming to the Bay Area And that really just lit something in me. You know, you guys have seen me playing basketball at the park in the mornings, and it was from that moment on to now that this is manifesting into something that I truly enjoy. So going back again to just this being a slower day at the house, because we deserve joy. You know what I mean? And last night was so much fun. I spent money to get to where I was going, and I just showed up, and just like everyone was just like, everything was flowing. You know what I mean? Like I didn't have to do anything. I didn't have to buy anything. I didn't have to pick up anything. Nothing. I just was dancing my heart out, talking, chopping it up with familiar faces and unfamiliar faces, laughing, having deep conversations. I'm just so glad I didn't stay home. You know what I mean? And sometimes I feel like my need to be overly prepared holds me back. I had this conversation yesterday in on my way to step class with my friend, and I was telling her, I was like, I feel like, I don't know if this is like an older kid thing, a generational thing, a me thing, an anxiety, ADHD thing. I don't know. But I have this major desire to constantly be overly prepared, especially when it comes to my money. So it's like, if I don't have enough to buy a table, to buy rounds, to buy a new shirt, I'm not going to go. And then I end up sitting at home miserable, having FOMO, that I created this wall for myself instead of just going and seeing what happens. Or telling my friends, yo, it's a slow week. I don't, I'm on a budget, which I did yesterday. I was like, I still want to party, but on a budget. You know what I'm saying? So I spent with tip, because I had an excellent Lyft driver yesterday. Tip your drivers. She was so awesome. I spent $16 to get to the party, and then I was out for hours, and just everyone was just, it was for a birthday party, so everyone was just like taking care of each other, and it was beautiful. You know what I mean? And I think that's what it's all about, community. Because there have been times where I've taken care of people, and people obviously, are always reciprocating that. So I need to just trust that that is always going to be the case. And if it's not, then that's my cue to go home. And I'm still learning those lessons at my big age of 40. And I'm just grateful that I'm not restricting myself because of my lack or what I think I'm lacking. When the whole time I'm sitting here, after step class, and, thinking about what am I going to do later. My original plans had gotten canceled. So I was like, I think I'm just going to stay home, save money. I think that's my sign, to just stay home and save money, But if I had seen the videos and the pictures the next day, or even in that, later that day, I would have been punching the air, So I don't know. You have to work through your own, I guess you can call them demons, but your own lack mentalities, your own struggles with when to move forward, when to not. And that's stuff I've been actively working on. Because I'm not saying you should go out every day, especially if you're on a financial health journey. I don't think it's wise to go do things here and there, but I was like, well, my budget, I had a $50 budget for Saturday for my original plans, because I figured we were just going to go eat, hang out, and then I was going to come back home. So I was like, well, I was going to spend $50 anyway. So for peace of mind, I'm going to go out, and once I hit my $50 limit, I'm going to come back home, or I'm just going to put it out there. Like, no, I'm not spending money anymore, and see what happens. And like I said, I spent $16, and the little bit of change I had left from my little budget, I spent on food this morning, hence me talking about, oh, you need groceries, but then you go and buy Grubhub. Trust the process, fam. Trust it. So if you're watching this part of the video, I was already going to spend, this is my logic. This is my logic. This does not have to be your logic, but I still have a budget left for my $50 that I can buy a week's worth of groceries for myself because it's just me. I don't take care of anyone else. Um, I can spend like $20, $30 on myself for a week's worth of food. And then the week after is Thanksgiving, and then I'm traveling. So at this point, all of my money is just going to um, the trip. You know what I mean? So it's like I've already allocated money for certain events that are coming up. So as long as I stay within that range, I'm good. And that's my plan. That was my plan, and if there comes a point where I either went over budget, or I'm not making enough, that's something I'm going to have to face and deal with and learn from. But for now, I was so hungry. I was so hungry all day, and I didn't have the energy to leave my house. I didn't have the energy to leave my house or to, be on Instacart shopping for groceries and forgetting something and then being disappointed that I spent all this money and still didn't get what I wanted. Sometimes this is my first time ordering on Grubhub months. The reason I paused because I was really thinking like, dang, during the pandemic, I was ordering it like almost every day. But in the last 2 years, I can count on one hand how often I've ordered on like food delivery. And even then, I cannot remember. I think the last time I did food delivery was when Cowboy Carter came out, and I did like a little treat yourself moment. So that was, what, February? Yeah, so I think I haven't ordered since February. And honestly, the only reason I use it still is because my favorite restaurant is on there, and they weren't open today, so I couldn't fully treat myself. But Shake Shack was up there as one of my favorite places, and they fell off. I'm grateful and fed and full, but honestly, this is the last time I'm ever getting Shake Shack. Unless it's like my only option and that's the only place open and I'm starving again. But I'm not going to go out of my way to have Shake Shack anymore. And that's the saddest thing I've said. That is one of the saddest things I've said in a long time regarding food, because I used to love Shake Shack. My order history was always one of 3 places: Shake Shack, Toulon, and I forget the Chinese restaurant I used to order from. And a bonus 4th if I was really like ballin' and I could order sushi. But other than that, Shake Shack was like my go-to. My go freaking to. And the fact that this is like, I remember one birthday in 2020, my friends ordered me food and they sent like Shake Shack to my house because they knew how much I loved it. So for me to say this now, 4 years later, I haven't had Shake Shack in like 4 years. They fell off. It's just really sad. I'm going to have to find a new favorite burger spot. I think it's good. I think Five Guys is where my heart is going to, it's my final decision. But fries were kind of greasy, actually. Also, my diet has changed and like my view on food. So maybe that's it, but I just don't think this is a quality burger like it used to be. And that's sad. So anyway, a chill Sunday. I don't know when I'm going to post this, but a chill day in my life. Recovering from the weekend. Now I'm about to go prepare for the week ahead. I feel a lot more energized now that I have food in my system. Because I was depleted earlier. I was like just lounging around, not thinking I'd be productive today. And thank God I ate dinner. Either way, I'm grateful that I had food, that I had the money to buy food. Now I've learned my lesson. No more Shake Shack. It was cute while it lasted. Thank you, Shake Shack, for your services. But I'm done. And until the next vlog, I was about to use my real estate outro, but life is a blessing. And trust the abundance. And make sure you're having fun. Lil's out.